is Chatterbox, the monthly community arts program that's for the community, by the community.
And for our regular viewers, you might have noticed that something's not quite right.
I know, something seems to be missing around here.
Of course, it's our two hosts, Aisha and Vuli. They're actually on assignment overseas. Vuli, who fronts the band True Vibe Nation, is doing tours all around the world, and Aisha has just scored the lead in a feature film in Africa.
She's on safari.
No, she's not getting eaten by lions, so she should be back next month. This month on Chatterbox is all about breaking through. Now, what does that mean?
Well, breaking through means to me overcoming obstacles in life and barriers to find that ultimate path.
I love how Chatterbox tackles the big issues in life. And of course, we've got some great segments to back that up, starting with...
Well, we're going to go backstage with Somebody's Daughter, and they're a program that work with the communities of the disadvantaged to produce high-quality theatre, music and art.
And there's a couple of points where you might try to interrupt and you just talk over her.
Essentially, the work is about making sure that everybody, that the people that we work with have access to the arts. The benefits that come from that are again connected to what it is to be human and what a human soul needs. I don't find it surprising about how potent or impacting it is on a human being. I find it surprising that we as a society and a culture have lost contact with what we need as human beings, with what a soul needs.
I suppose in some way I was very anxious about how we could combine the needs of Somebody's Daughter with a maximum security prison operation. That was my biggest anxiety, and it still does cause me some.
Anybody who devises any theatre work, it's fraught. There's so many variables and so many things go wrong. Times that by 100 with the groups that we work with, then you've got a bit more of an idea of where things can go awry.
They do actually fit da-da-da? Not necessarily, okay.
It brings to the prison an opportunity for people to express a range of emotions that they often don't get to experience in prison. It brings excitement, it brings healthy anxiety, it brings a bit of fun, gives it a focus. It's a big event, and I think that's really positive. I suppose my philosophy is to create what is a secure environment, what also is a positive environment as well. And I think that's one of the challenges of prison management, is to get a sense of balance, of fairness, when you deal with people who are in custody. And that's not an easy thing to do because there are lots of competing tensions, and there are lots of people involved who all have lots of different needs.
The whole abuse, whether it's physical, sexual, emotional abuse, numbs people. It absolutely closes people down. So many of the people that we work with have been through, usually, all of that abuse, and often from a very young age. So a part of their spirit, a part of their soul is not there.
Just go for it for the guts of...
They don't have anything to prove. There's a lot of nervousness that they're going to make a fool of themselves, and we make sure that doesn't happen. But they don't have to prove themselves as performers because they have such wonderful truths. They have to actually, we have to have them so that they're strong and polished and out there, and that's what hits people in the guts, is the rawness of it all, but without them being vulnerable.
Scrub away the hate, anger.
I feel as a member of Somebody's Daughter Theatre and as an artist going into the prison environment, I feel like we're really in a category of our own. We sort of inhabit a space between, in a sense. Like I feel with the women that we have a very close working relationship with the women, and it's very satisfying, and it's sort of a mutually trusting relationship. Things change so rapidly within that environment, so I had to learn to go with the flow a lot and to accept the fact that that world is a world within a world, and it has its own rules and its own energies.
Come on, let's go. Not really coming. go to school and you have someone from prim and proper background and you carry on about what you've just seen last night, like, I don't know, your dad's bashed your mother or something like that, they look at you like an idiot. But at least if you come here and you say shit like that, the other guys can feel sympathy for you because they've been through it. So they know what's, you know, they know what goes down and they know your life, and there's no real worry about anything being exposed that could harm you or, you know, change people's judgment about you because they all know it, you know.
It's not as if you can go and measure a heart and find out how much fuller it is after it's seen a show or after it's done a workshop, but you actually know that that's happening.
After seeing the performance, just people come up to you and go, oh wow, that was amazing, I've just discovered new things, I can't believe life was like that, you know. We get all these people coming up to us and say, oh, thank you for letting me have that experience, thank you so much, you know. And it's just, they're overwhelmed.
We've got no idea of where the impact of the work on an audience can go, but we do know that it does have a powerful impact. And we know on a small anecdotal evidence that, you know, sometimes it changes people's lives. Once they understand that that is a human being there, it's not a street kid, it's not an addict, it's not a prisoner, it's a human being that's made a journey, and I understand that. That's when change, that's when, you know, we're meeting again as human beings.